Minutes, please. I'll move and accept the minutes.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's some county general blankets and you'll have to sign those also.
Do what?
There's some county general blankets and you'll have to sign those.
God,
No wonder.
what a pile. Okay, I better pay attention here, shouldn't I? Keep an eye on me, Michael.
Okay. Start coughing and want to scoot back.
I'm so stopped up with the allergy.
You know, you're
I
not
done-
the only one.
I done got
My Lord.
swabbed last week and it was, I did that just because of everybody being around. I mowed again Saturday, so it's 20 times worse than it normally is. Not even 50% worse than it normally is.
I didn't have to mow this weekend, or I didn't mow, I'll put it down there.
Mine was right to that point where there's some fluffy stuff out there, but some of it was really bad, some of it wasn't too bad. I mowed it all. Thank you, ma'am. It's just kind of a tickle, it's really not it's a constant tickle.
You swallow a bug while you smell it, did you?
Probably 2 or 3. I did wear a mask this time when I mowed. That's the last time I went, that was coming to me, why did I not wear a mask?
Oh, darn it.
Yeah,
I need to sign that?
no,
Okay.
I went ahead and had, was that a fairgrounds one?
Yes.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
Lacey sign it, and I just didn't take off the sticky, because she's a requisition officer for fairgrounds also, and I didn't take those stickies off there, sorry about that.
You better leave that sticky on there then.
Yeah, you can't sign. Yeah, you can't sign those two, not fairgrounds. Yeah, don't sign fairgrounds.
Oh,
That's why my sticky was on there. So we had the requisitioning order signed, but I still have you guys sign up here, and I was just gonna have Marvin sign those and sign the letter, because he's already signed the requisition form.
this is already signed. Everywhere.
Okay.
Another payment. No, that was in your pile, sorry. That was in Jay's file to have him sign it. We
I
missed
just
this.
missed one.
No, we missed this one last week.
Oh, okay,
So
that's what
this
it
one
is.
was last week, yeah.
Okay.
So I had put a second in your folder for signing, and Mike, I marked your name off, because you signed that one after the meeting, and I can't have you sign it.
Oh,
You're late.
Usually.
no, I looked at the agenda. I was like on 5 or 6 down there.
Uh,
And so I thought.
You're late.
Okay, I'll wait. Sorry about that, Jay.
Sorry to bother you on the papers.
No, that was fine. I usually need that, Lenita.
Well, I usually try to do that earlier, not 5 minutes before.
I have it on my
you're supposed to be
calendar
here.
this morning.
I knew you did, and I had called and talked to Stephanie Friday.
Yeah.
October 27th, passport health will be here. I haven't sent an email out. September 27th. It's on Monday,
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Well, I knew we had an officer meeting. We got fall workshops Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
So we won't be around.
Okay.
for a week.
That's
But they'll
fine.
be here. What?
1 to
time?
3.
Well, the 3 might work. I'll let you know.
Blanket.
I'll send you an email also.
Okay.
I just got
Yeah.
off the phone with them right
Yeah.
before I came in, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the board
And we're,
in.
they do have the code shut.
No, they wouldn't, nobody here.
They are gonna have it.
I'm sure they are.
And then I've got some more dates narrowed down for auction period, and I've sent those emails out
Okay.
to our little people to see what date they want. I was gonna pick these guys' brain and see what they,
Illegally dumped pups seized by SO. I don't know what I'd have done with illegally dumped pups.
That clinic was very gracious with us, because that, no, the bill was more than that. And they worked with us on it. That was supposed to go on with the adoptees, why it didn't, I don't know. It was meant to.
could be barn.
I kinda suspicious
You guys are
that.
holding out on
I
us,
looked
man.
down there and I said, you didn't call me and you went to the bar?
Probably not enough spaces for the whole letter.
I want to do a word check on her spelling.
Well, that one I caught it anyway, because that's a word.
Yeah, yeah.
You just read them again, maybe.
Ask your mom what she's been doing.
I know.
You know.
Maybe she was at the bar.
That's where you're in trouble.
Yeah. We have proof, don't we? What's your middle name? Because we're gonna be hearing that a whole
Michael
lot.
Scott. I know I'm in trouble when I hear that.
My mom used to start at the top, well, the youngest of 5. She would skip me and start it on grandkids, which I have a niece that is like 8 years younger than I am.
Oh,
Mom, you missed me, and smack upside the head. You know who you are.
gosh.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know anything right now, Mom, I just talked it all out of my head. Good job.
I'll fix that.
No more discussion on it. It's fixed. Maybe she, with all that mess, maybe she's wishing she was.
Oh, it's been horrible.
I know, she has been so flustered. I feel so sorry for her.
Then we had the carpet people come and they laid the linoleum and they dropped glue down the drain and water backed up the next day.
Oh, my.
Back up in top the brand new linoleum.
Oh my God.
So we had to get a plumber out again for the second time and they went in there and augured the glue that the.
It's set up really well.
Yes, it was really in there good. It was good glue.
Good.
That's horrible. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Mhm. Mhm. How much damage did it do to your grader?
Took the teeth on the scar fire, just bit them over, just barely decked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard it took them clear off.
No,
but,
really, yeah.
Oh, my God, that'd be,
You better go in a drawer, huh?
Yeah, no,
well, good.
he was very, very fortunate.
Yeah.
I bet he looks both ways from now on.
I would assume you're right.
It's, Mark, you want to sign it? You signed it. PO request is for jet fire. aren't gonna do nothing with it.
Move to accept M&O.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Blanket purchase order.
We have one from District 1, 2, 3, 4, and the sheriff. All the districts are signed, don't sign the sheriff ones. There you go. I'm holding a fairgrounds.
Move to accept the blankets.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Road crossing permits, none. Monthly officer report from clerk, county clerk, Fred, none. Open and award bids for 12 month ballots.
You need one?
There you go.
I better turn.
Today's last week. Yeah.
I got paper towels.
Yeah, you can use the lotion ones on that.
Tulsa County, no bid.
Midwest Printing Company. And this is all broke down in very small,
Yeah, tell it.
So is this one.
okay. Do you need the individual prices or?
Look, Kelly, look at them.
Oh, okay.
13.5. Well, shouldn't be any different. That says 14.5. This is what Royal.
Yeah, this is digital.
No, I mean, whose company is Rural Printing?
Yeah, this is Royal.
They look all about the same to me.
Yeah, there's about a 0.5 cent difference on these. 14, 14.5, 14. Yeah, they about really overall. There's not a whole lot of difference. I'd say going into this 2022 year, go with Royal. They service the state election board, and so I think it'll go real smooth to have it resolved. Kind of follow each other, since there's really not a price difference there.
I'll make the motion to accept Royal.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're not late now.
Okay, thank you.
State of Oklahoma, Alfalfa County Public Service Pipeline Crossing Line installation for the town valley.
Jonathan sent that in.
They're putting a new water lines, they've got a grant, and they gotta run
Oh,
it
yeah, I
down.
remember getting a grant through NODA.
Yes,
Yeah.
they gotta run it down the north side of our ditch. They're gonna put it 4 foot in the ground.
Good.
So,
That-
shouldn't ever,
That's great.
shouldn't ever have anything to mess with on that. Now, they will have
Miss one?
cross one dirt road.
Yeah. Well, that's no, what we normally do anyway, is water runs and all that.
So I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Jay, can we go up? We didn't get these in the pile. These are two from last year on POs. Do you want to do those, or do you want to go ahead and wait till next meeting?
Let's get them
Okay.
while they're here.
How are you?
We need a motion on that or not?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just so we.
I'll move to accept it.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Get both of the access easements for District 3.
There's two copies for each one of them.
I'll move to accept the easements.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request to change COA account numbers for CBRI per budget maker to 1103 CBRI and 1102 highway.
This is the regular 20% money, we used to call it T8, we called it 105 monies, but it's the regular 20% money that always comes in from the state, that is your gross production, and then there's fuel taxes that always come to you guys. We've always had it for the past 2 years as 1102. And when Buddy came to get the paperwork this time, he said that we needed to change that, so it got it out of the 1102, which is strictly highway unrestricted, to the 1103, which says that it is the CBRI. I called Woods County, I called Woodward County, I called Major County, and I called Ellis County, and all of them have it under the 1103 fund, which right here on the chart of accounts is County Bridge and Road Improvement, CBRI. Everything else with highway is that those first four numbers are 1102, which is county highway unrestricted.
I also did some checking.
But
What I did is first I called Cheryl in Oklahoma City, and she sent me this email, and she had spoke to Buddy about changing it, and she says it's okay to go ahead and go with the 1103 number. She said that that's what they were doing with that account. She was on board with it, and she sent me the state statute following it. But I also talked to Jesse, and Jesse said he was not on board with it. So I got two different answers from two different auditors.
I'm just going on, I have no idea. It's been that
yeah,
way
it's
through two
been,
of our audits.
Okay, well, and Jesse told me, and when we got it divided out, the 105 monies, which is the county bridge, and that's the one you're wanting to transfer the full balance to the 1103. It's in a 1102.
And that's what I told Buddy. I mean, that 65, that number right here,
Yeah,
yeah, that,
Yeah.
that 6,000, shows that it is,
Where,
yeah.
and that's what that auditor paper, did I hand that to you?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Oh, email, right here. She says it needs to be an 1102-6500 number. Well, we're in.
But we don't have it at 65, we have
We
it at
do.
6,000.
No, we have it
No,
6502.
that 65 number that's the new account. This is the new ones that we're getting the percentage on. So this number here is the one that we're talking about. It's not in a 65. This one is what she's saying is in 65. He argued with this one also, and I got him the email from Cheryl, and I said, they gave us the account number on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one, you're right, the one he's wanting to put it into.
But the 6,000, if you look at it in here, the 6,000 is a CBRI account.
Yes.
So, and that's what I told him. I said, Betty, we went through 2 audits.
Well,
Okay.
and
You guys
Jesse's
do.
our home office, and Cheryl's not, but Cheryl's all down for it, but Jesse told me that a lot of these, especially District 8 CEDs, are going to this way and doing it this way, but he said he was actually against it.
You guys do what you want to do on it. I would just do it brought to my attention, so.
I think that we are to make the motion to table it until all 3 of us is here to
Here's
discuss.
here's the 6,000 one. See, it's already labeled as CBRIF in that 6,000 account, but it's in the 1102, which is the highway. He says by leaving it in the 1102, that over-exaggerates you guys' money by your budget. So people looking, like state, looking at our budget, they're gonna see that, what is it, 795,000
Total, something like that.
total of you guys having, oh, you guys got plenty of money.
Well, I'm fixing to build 2 bridges out of mine, so mine's fixing to drop dramatically. But Jesse told me that, you know, what you just said, when you look at it, it exaggerates, but he said he don't like to hide anything.
But it's not hiding it. I mean, it's putting it in
When
that
you move from one
fund.
account to another, it seems like to me it's hiding.
No, it's putting it into that 1103. Hold on, let me find that.
You got a motion on the floor, right?
We have the 1102
Okay.
right here is highway, unrestricted. And the 1103 is the CBRI money. So you're just putting it into a different fund, so it's not in this highway 1102 fund. I mean, the number 6 is still saying it's highway, so you're not moving it away from highway, it's just moving it into that. I don't care. He asked me to do it, and I said, sure, and that's why I called you guys to let you know
That,
what I was doing.
that's gonna be the next thing that I think, that I wish that Buddy Carroll would reach out to the chairman and the board of commissioners, and go through him instead of going through you, simply so he could explain it first-hand basis to us versus getting a second hand from you. And I'm not saying that that's bad, but I just think that he really needs to work with the board of commissioners. And I'm gonna stick with the motion that I made, that we table it until all 3 of us is here.
All in favor?
Hold on, by tabling it, we have to put it on the next agenda. Do you wanna take no action on it, or do you wanna
Let's take
table
no
it?
I take no
Okay,
action.
alright.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I mean, I didn't wanna change your thing.
No,
I
that's,
just-
that's fine.
I just
But-
wanted
In
to-
case Marvin, something
Right.
happens and he's
Right.
not here.
Yes, yes, and I just think that he needs to reach out to Marvin as the chairman.
I agree.
You made that motion and you seconded it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then I would just do the same thing on the next one, because it's just moving that to that new
Yeah.
fund number.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
And, you know, I had spoke to you about many times about having a meeting with him, and I seen that it was rejected as a special meeting, but I still,
Nobody rejected us.
Yeah, they did at the executive meeting at the state level. It was
I don't know
on
what you're
their
talking
agenda of a recommendation to Alfalfa County so we could meet in executive session to discuss the budget, and they turned it down as a request.
Well, yeah, for executive session and special meeting are 2 separate
Yeah.
things.
yeah,
I've got
it
a
is.
copy of it in
Yeah.
here.
But I told you before,
We're gonna have an open meeting, but.
executive session that's not a criteria to have an executive session to talk to the budget maker.
Yes, but I do want to have an open meeting with him, whether we do it joint excise board or if he comes and do the
He said-
It's
commission.
the legislative committee for ALCO, and rejected it.
Oh, no. Commissioners to discuss the budget in executive session. The issue was brought forward. Again, budget is not a reasoning for executive session. There's
Sure.
only certain criteria out there in the
Well,
open
and
meetings.
I
that-
wasn't
so,
trying
yeah.
to get, if I use the wrong terminology, it's just because I'm new, but as far as I don't know the executive, but I'm just saying, I want a meeting with Buddy Carroll.
He said
Doc
to tell,
Newton's working on that too.
he said just to, say when you guys wanted to have a special meeting and.
Okay.
and
I don't
if you
care
wanna
if
reach
we-
out to him
I
and
don't
set a
care
date
what-
up, then you tell
yeah.
me what date and we can.
Well, I don't care if he comes to one of our commissioner meetings and we discuss it, or better yet, I like the excise board meeting.
We'll have to have a
Meet with
dual
the
special,
outside.
meeting, because you guys can't meet in a meeting, so I mean, we'll have to have an agenda for there, or have it
Yeah.
on the agenda that the county commissioners will be coming into a
I
meeting there.
think that's the best way to handle
And
that.
we need to discuss that when Marvin's here too.
I do, I think
What do
that's.
you guys tell me? I mean, you wanna reach out to him on a date then, or do you want me to reach out and do him on it?
Well,
I'll
we
do
need
whatever you
to,
do.
Marvin's
Let's just see what
chairman,
Marvin's
let's
schedule is.
wait on that.
That will work.
Any unforeseen business?
Yeah, do you guys want to do, you don't have to, don't have to tell me a decision. Are we going to have the option period like we've done it before, always go out to the fairgrounds? And all of us go together, or do you want them to come to individual barns? That's really all I need to know is, are we gonna do it as one, or are we gonna do it
You
them come
mean
to individual
for
barns? Option period for the insurance. I've gotta get those dates scheduled because their dates are
It
filling up.
works pretty good to meet the fairgrounds, cause you're all listening to that speaker at the same time on our insurance,
Okay,
or health insurance is
Okay.
what it
Okay.
is.
They had some dates in October open as, and I told them no, or do you want it on a Friday when your guys aren't working?
No.
I said no, but I
No.
thought I better ask you guys.
No, I don't.
They have like the 13th and the 14th of October, which is a Wednesday or a Thursday, or they have the 19th, 20th, and 21. Will any of those work, which is a Tuesday, Wednesday,
you just
Thursday?
tell me
Okay.
when.
Yeah, whenever it,
My main big thing was just,
whenever
do we
they
want
can
to go out there?
schedule one of those days, but I definitely don't want it on
Okay.
Friday. I'm gonna tell you.
That's what I told them. I said, I don't think so. And then
We'd be in trouble.
Yeah, have Park and Grill there.
I'm gonna send everybody an email, but the 27th of September is when Health Choice, or Passport Health will be here for the shots from 1 to 3. They bring the flu shot, they bring the
Yeah.
shingles shot. They don't have the hepatitis series this time.
Really? Oh,
I know.
God.
But you gotta think, they have to come back in so long to do that. So, because of the two shot series, so they aren't doing those, but they will have the COVID shot, and they'll have the B12, but I'll send an email out to the girls, but just remind your employees that that's when they're in. It's gonna be down in the
What date
sheriff's
is
office.
that?
That's on a Monday, the 27th. 1 to 3.
Back to the
September?
second shot for the COVID?
They didn't say on that. I'm sure they probably will if somebody wants them to come out. Usually on the second one, they'll co-op with the school or the town or something and do that second one all together. But she did not say anything about the second one on that. They just said that they was not gonna do the hepatitis A and B with those series.
I don't know how much the time frame is.
Do what?
I bet the time frame's different on those two shots.
Probably. Okay,
I move we adjourn.
In fact,
I
I know
second
they
that.
are.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
thank you guys.
Thank you.